And a most pleasant good afternoon to you wherever you may be. Welcome inside Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. Delaware Hockey Network coverage of Salesianum hockey as the Sals take on the Bulldogs of the Bullis School just outside Washington, D.C. And we're just about ready to go for a 4 o'clock puck drop here in the first state. James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications press box. And we're joined behind the scenes by none other than Broadway Joe Sindoni, our assistant producer handling videography duty here this afternoon for this non-league exhibition game between these two familiar foes who have met pretty consistently over the last few seasons, and glad to have all of you with us here on the Delaware Hockey Network. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll tee up today's game on the other side of this brief break. And a reminder to you all, you are watching the Delaware Hockey Network, brought to you by the law office of Heather A. Long. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for opening introductions.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com. Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on site. 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With over 10 years of treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
And welcome to Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. This afternoon, meeting in a non-league exhibition game are the Bulldogs of the Bullis School and Salesianum. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to the American flag located directly above center ice as we honor the United States of America and those who defend this nation with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. And with no further ado, we're ready for Tuesday afternoon hockey in the First State. James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications press box. Broadway Joe Sindoni, our videographer. Our officials for this afternoon's game are Rob Schnorr and Rob Novickus. And a look at the sweaters, Bullis in gold. Navy blue helmets, navy blue pants, traveling from right to left from our vantage point. Salesianum clad in their home ecru kits, those Notre Dame-inspired gold helmets, moving from left to right, the way we see it here on the Delaware Hockey Network. A note about the format of this game, since we have Salesianum, who plays under USA Hockey rules, and the Bullis School, who in their league competition play according to the NFHS rulebook, this game will be a bit of a hybrid between the two formats that these teams are used to playing. 3 15-minute periods, and the USA Hockey rulebook does prevail. Rob Schnorr ready to drop the puck. on Tuesday afternoon hockey in the first 8. As Shane DeGrand is in for the opening draw. Across from Brady Page for Bullis, and off we go with the Bulldogs winning the initial draw. Cooper Keel sends the puck from his blue line the length of the ice. This will come back an icing just 10 seconds into the proceedings. And Salesianum getting an attacking zone face-off there. One of those rules differences. Automatic icing according to USA Hockey Play. NFHS, though, working, I believe, with hybrid icing, which is in accordance with junior hockey, the NCAA, and the NHL as well. So an attacking zone draw for Salesianum, and Winchell holds the right point. This puck taken away and pushed clear by Halley, but not out of the zone, as Winchell did well to protect the point. Keel caroms this behind the cage around to the far side, where the puck was cleared momentarily by Ethan Wyatter, but swatted back into the Bulldog zone. Salesianum with a change walking, and here's Braden Kropp looking for a shot. This is stick checked up into the atmosphere and out of play. Behind the Bullis goal, tended today by Mason Siebold, wearing number 33. First we're seeing of Bullis, so no facts and figures to go off. Meanwhile, Salesianum with Ryan Salfas centering the line on right now. Flanked by Sean Callahan and Braden Kropp. Back on defense are Mitchell and D'Italia. Lieberman with a centering pass to Yuliashin. Gaining the Salesianum zone before the back-checking James Mitchell turned play back into neutral territory. Here's a 1-on-2. Salfas reaching in, disrupting the advance of Greathouse. Here's Callahan the other way. Shot stick check by Cooper Keel up into the rafters and out of play with 13 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the first of 3 15-minute periods on this Tuesday afternoon from Fred Rust Arena. Salfas line staying on for Salesianum. Keel protecting the puck. He tries to float it up the near boards. Mitchell could not hold the point. Norlagazi up the middle, stonewalled by Kropp. Quick Salesianum counterattack and a Sean Callahan shot from distance, stick checked offline. Kropp tried to center to Callahan. D'Italia put one on a T-net front. Salfas digging away. He got a couple quick shots in, but Mason Siebold turned them both aside with that right leg pad of his. First shot from Bullis came from Zach Genser. And holding on for the stoppage in play was Ryan Dominic, the senior netminder, with a 1-2-0 record so far in ICSHL play, a .533 goals against average and a save percentage of .820. Face-off comes to Dominic's right, and Connor Davis, leading scorer for Salesianum with 10 goals so far this year. Could not win the draw. Keel holding the point. Threw the puck in low. Now it's handled by Genser after the feed from Kaplan. Genser double-teamed far side, dumps the puck in behind the cage. Sean Melican, wearing number 19, started the season wearing number 16. Tried to backhand the puck free up the near side, but it was held in by Kaplan. Oliver Sheff, opposite side. Likewise could not clear. Zach Genser sweeps over to the far corner. Disrupted by Melican. Trying to hold the point was Norlagazi. His shot was blocked, and Salucci clears. Here's Davis. Time and space. Drop pass. Nobody home. The other 18, Zach Genser picks up the puck. He takes a hit from Salucci at center, but he had support. Here's Kaplan trying to walk into a 1-on-2, but he was caught up to by Melican and bodied off the puck. Winchell recovering for Salesianum, plays it to Willis. Advanced now up the right wing boards to Connor Davis, who heads a 2-on-2 on the zone entry, but he's steered to the far wall. Barely holding the point was Brennan off that failed Bullis clear. Willis bobbled. Brennan could not recover. Kaplan dumps in. Winchell emerging again from behind the Salesianum net. Plays the puck up the near boards. Touch pass from Gutowski. Finds Sean Albert at center. And in come the Sals again. This is going to be called back offside. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know just how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. And that's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The law office of Heather A. Long will guide you through every step of the process, from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. To schedule a free consultation, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com. Ethan Mercante at center. Nearly gave way to Wyatter, but he found Brennan to gain the zone. Brennan taken off his feet at the far dot, lost control of the puck. And this is worked back towards center by Alex Heller. Greathouse posts up behind his own cage for Bullis. Heller, advancing pass, bounces off the stick of Zobrist. Long shot from Halley was wide from just inside the blue line in front of the Salesianum bench. And now Gutowski sends the puck clear across ice. Volleyed back by Zobrist over the blue line. Delayed offside, signaled momentarily. So the Sals with half a second extra to respond before Jake Moss could legally turn up the forechecking heat. 4.5 minutes into a scoreless hockey game. Dominic steadies. Winchell slowed up by forechecking pressure, turning and shooting. That front was Jake Moss, but up with the save was Dominic. Another centering feed coming from the corner. That off the stick of Yuliashin. Winchell intercepted, and the Sals march their way back up ice, but again they find themselves outnumbered at the Bullis blue line. Just over 5 minutes gone to the first period of a 0-0 game. Blake to Talia. Leaves the puck back to Mitchell. Advanced over the line to Rom up the near side. Lucas Rom takes a shove from Frachon, disrupting his advance. But the puck ends up behind the Bullis goal. Pursued there by DeGrand to no avail. Coming back the other direction is Zach Genser. Outnumbered in a 1-on-3 upon gaining the Salesianum line. So he dumps the puck in and tries to chase it down. Only for Salesianum to clear back to center thanks to the stick of James Mitchell. Dominic's going to cover for the pause in play. 9:09 to go in the first period from Fred Rust Arena. No score, and delighted to bring you some Tuesday afternoon hockey here on the Delaware Hockey Network. Join our growing roster of sponsors to get your name in front of an audience stretching from Boston to D.C. and beyond. To learn more about sponsorship opportunities for this season and next season and beyond, email mjr@412communications.com. Kropp turns the heat on Greathouse. They're tied up behind the Bullis goal. Kaplan clears. Puck batted by Callahan midair. Recovered by Mitchell, well back at his own zone. He failed to clear. Greathouse couldn't drive forward for Bullis. Greathouse back to his own line. Driven deep into the Bullis end by the foreboding presence of Braden Kropp. This thrown in from the corner by Callahan, swatted free by Siebold. Recovering is Salfas. He tried to jam the puck in right on the welcome mat. He was shut out by Siebold hugging that far post. The Callahan shot from the top of the right circle was blocked. Sheff recovers. Both teams change. Salfas up the right wing boards. Tries to pile drive his way into the Bullis zone. Puck taken away by Halley. And no icing here as Navikas waves it off. Salucci trying to break through from an aggressive Bullis forecheck, could not clear the zone. Heller's shot from the point was wide. Willis again could not clear. Walking in and taking a Matthew Halley. Denied by Dominic, and our first penalty of the game is coming right now Let's see what Rob Novickis has at the 7:48 mark of the first period. Interference. The call against Page. And for the first time this afternoon, Salesianum head to a Delaware Sports Medicine power play. Learn more about Dr. Brad Bly's offerings for athletes of all ages and abilities. Visit desportsmed.com. The Bullis penalty was assessed to number 26, Brady Page. 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 7 minutes, 48 seconds in the first period. Page 2 for interference at 7:48. Connor Davis to Melican, back to Davis. This comes, he opens fire from the top of the slot, but his shot was blocked. Saleucci holding on. Walking the line to Davis again. Camping out net front is Sean Albert. Davis working the perimeter, trying to take aim from the top of the left circle. Hard wrist shot just off its mark. Davis again, one-timer from Melican. Blocked in net front traffic, looked like it might have gotten Callahan in close. And this is cleared by Kaplan up the far wall. As we come down to the final 45 seconds of the Brady Page interference minor. Shots even for a side inside 6 minutes to go in the first period of a 0-0 game. Here's Sean Callahan winding up. He tried to skip the puck to Gutowski, waiting at the top of the crease, but number 49 and Salesianum Ekru couldn't finish on the doorstep. Davis out for the entirety of this power play, holding the right point after bobbling the puck momentarily. 15 to go on the man advantage. D'Italia back to Davis. This comes. Davis's shot stick checked by Kaplan into the far corner, corralled by Gutowski. Saleucci back to Gutowski. This puck thrown net front, but steered aside by the stick of Cooper Keel right at the last second. And the Bulldogs come away unscathed after giving up 2 shots on that first shorthanded situation of the afternoon. Gutowski clears. Keel launches the puck in from distance. This is steadied by Dominic, and we've got a pause with 4:47 to go in the first period of a scoreless hockey game from Fred Rust Arena. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch, or to place a catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. Swarm of activity in front of Ryan Dominic, but no shots on net in that time. This one thrown in from the point by Heller and deflected up into the netting for a pause in play. 4:19 to go in this scoreless first period. Fresh legs on for both sides. Brady Page joined by Salfas in the near face-off circle. Shot thrown in by Heller from the point, looming net front. Page unable to tip it in the direction of Dominic. Page takes advantage of a breakdown from Kropp far side, trying to exit the zone, but he can't develop any A-grade chances in close. Brennan to Kropp, who tips the puck over his own blue line, but nobody ahead to advance the cause for Salesianum. This Bullis forecheck has been a thorn in Salesianum's side through the first 11 minutes and change here this afternoon. Attacking zone draw coming for the Sals by way of a Bullis icing. 3:34 to go in this opening period. Everybody standing pat. The Salfus-Callahan crop line on right now. Backed up by Melican and Sheff. Melican gives the puck away. Walking in is Jake Moss in a one-on-one. Just ran out of real estate as Sheff angled him behind the cage. Zobrist holding the right point. Threw the puck through the crease, but was just off his target. Here's Keel winding up from the left point. Hard shot wobbled just wide of the far post. Matthew Uliashin trying to generate some space. Zobrist around the horn to Keel. Shot from the point, wide ricocheting off the backboards. Melican just clears. Delayed offside signaled against Bullis. And this will be a neutral zone face-off at worst. And looks like it is going to stay just above the Salesianum blue line with 2:46 to go in opening period play. So we had the hand pass at first and then the delayed offside. The Bullis defender did not relent in his pursuit of the Salesianum puck carrier while offside. And that was what caused Navikas to blow play to a halt. Davis to D'Italia. Kaplan, the forechecking menace for Bullis. Salucci shovels the puck across ice to Willis. Advance to Connor Davis, who's angled by Greathouse into the near corner and separated from the puck. Holding was Willis. Davis bobbled the puck at the near dot and couldn't generate a shot from in close as we enter the final 2 minutes of a scoreless first period from Fred Rust Arena. Kaplan bothered by Salucci. Salucci plays the body on Heller to try to disrupt his advance. This puck is cleared, and it will come back an icing. 98 seconds to go in the first period. Fresh legs on for the Sals. Gifted another attacking zone faceoff. The transition game, though, has been a mighty, mighty challenge for these gentlemen this afternoon. As the Bullis forecheck has wrought plenty of havoc in the Salesianum zone, and the majority of these chances for the Sals have been born off gifted attacking zone faceoffs, be it from icings or be it from the lone penalty of the game. Inside 70 seconds to go, Sean Albert, drop pass. And a save by Mason Siebold, bringing play to a halt with 63 seconds to go in the first period. And a look at this on the 4-1-2 Communications instant replay. Sean Albert with the drop pass, trying to set up Mercante from in close, but the last word went to Mason Siebold for save number 7 on the afternoon. We're inside the last minute of the first period of the scoreless hockey game. Gutowski clears off his backhand. Winchell up the left side to Bach. Cross ice pass too hard for Gutowski to handle. Puck slows up at the near dot, and Ben Lieberman retreats back into his own zone to clear for Bullis back as far as the Salesianum blue line at 20 feet before Winchell can regain control. Winchell's breakout pass intended for DeGrand didn't connect. Winchell will try again, this time to Bach. Back to Winchell. up the right wing boards beyond the reach of DeGrand. This recovered at the Bullis blue line by Heller and volleyed across neutral territory. Final 5 seconds of the period. Bach's going to run out of time before he can make anything happen. The horn sounds, and period number 1 has reached its conclusion. Through 15 minutes, the score, Salesianum 0, Bullis 0. Back after a quick intermission on the Delaware Hockey Network.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With over 10 years of treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Back at Fred Rust Arena, scoreless through 1. Puck is down for period number 2 between Bullis and Salesianum. James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications press box for some matinee action. And if you're just joining us here on the DHN, scoreless through 15. Salesianum in their home ecruise traveling right to left in second period play. Bullis clad in gold and navy, moving left to right from our vantage point. As both netminders Ryan Dominic and Mason Siebold recorded 7 saves in first period action. Sal's trying to muster some offensive momentum of their own volition. But again, the big stumbling block to the first 15 minutes has been an aggressive Bullis forecheck, thwarting the Sal's breakouts. Here's Davis on a breakaway backhand. Hey, shoots and scores! Connor Davis puts Salesianum on the board. 1:19 in the second period. It is 1-0. Salesianum drawing first blood and earning every inch of it. Salesianum goal! His 11th of the season. Scored by number 18, Connor Davis. Time of the unassisted goal, 1 minute and 19 seconds in the second period. Davis's 11th unassisted at 1:19. Sal's tried to make it a second. Cutting through the slot was Mercante, but he couldn't jam the loose puck past Siebold with the near side of the net from our vantage point wide open. D'Italia taking aim from distance. Siebold with the stop. Sal's couldn't control the rebound in the low slot area. 2.5 minutes gone of the second period of this 1-0 game. Bullis trying to level the score as Ben Kaplan backhands the puck up the near boards. But he finds himself outnumbered deep in the Salesianum zone while his fellow Bulldogs change. Here's Kaplan again. Shot was wide. At least from our vantage point it was. The off-ice officials crediting a shot on goal and a save for Dominic. And we'll head right back into the Salesianum zone as the Sals are guilty of an icing. 2 minutes and 55 seconds into the second period. Connor Davis with the breakaway goal. 1:19 into this middle frame. The lone tally of the contest to this point. Keel holds the point. And he does so again after Callahan failed to clear. Muscling the puck back to center is Salfus, but he's stripped of the vulcanized rubber by Jake Moss. Moss walking in, slowed up at the near half wall by Brennan, who presses play back into the neutral zone. Salfus looking for space, walks to red, and he lofts the puck in behind the Bullis goal, where it's corralled by Cooper Keel. Up the left wing boards this goes and out of play. Ben Lieberman deflecting the puck over the glass. And out of bounds with 11:27 to go in the second. And the face-off will come to the left of Mason Siebold, who saved 9 of 10 so far today. Shot off the draw from Winchell, caught and held by Siebold for another break in the action. Bullis' Gavin Greathouse cleared the puck just over the line, and a delayed offside enables Matthew Halley to work the puck back into the Salesianum end before Brennan took it away, but his breakout feed to Salfus didn't connect. Winchell to Callahan. Puck contested now in the far corner. Callahan under pressure. Caught a lucky bounce up ahead as Theo Zobrist failed to hold the point. Swarming was Kropp in a 2-on-1 attack together with Salfus, but he was stonewalled by Siebold. First penalty for Salesianum coming up, turning and shooting net front was Halley. Holding was Dominic. And for the first time today, Salesianum are headed to the PK. Harry Winchell off for hooking. And this Salesianum penalty kill could be brought to you, well, by you. Sponsorship opportunities are available. To learn more, email mjr@412communications.com. The Salesianum penalty was assessed to number 10, Harry Winchell, 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 4 minutes, 33 seconds in the second period. Winchell, 2 for hooking at 4:33. Looks like there was a false start. On the resumption of play, as Winchell was not yet situated in the penalty box. that door has a tendency to stick. And that indeed was the case. Greathouse holding the zone. Melican winds up, and he launches the vulcanized rubber 200 feet from our right to our left. Yuliashin to Halley, near side, back to Yuliashin this goes. Swarmed in the neutral zone by Gutowski. Albert takes the puck away at his own blue line, and he skips it across neutral territory over the stick of Cooper Keel, who recovers, and now will carry the puck up the left wing boards. He drops it off to Wyatter. Advanced over the blue line illegally to Yuliashin, and this is going to come back an offside infraction against Bullis with 9:30 to go in the second period of a 1-0 game. Advantage Salesianum, but they're down a minute and change thanks to the Harry Winchell hooking minor. Face-off coming just above the Salesianum blue line. Callahan, D'Italia, Kropp, and Mitchell. The penalty killer is on for the Sal's right now. Alex Heller could not clear. Genser far side. Around to Heller. Genser stripped of the puck by Braden Kropp, but he couldn't set up D'Italia in the slot. Nearly a shorthanded opportunity for the Sal's, but a little bit of mistiming between Kropp and D'Italia. And here come the Bulldogs back on the prowl. Heller up the right wing boards. Karams the puck in low. Now on the stick and shot in from the left dot by Lieberman. This is deflected over the glass and out of play. With 8:37 to go in the second period, 13 seconds remaining officially on the penalty clock. There we go, 8:39 to go in the second as we recalibrate. And Salesianum with a 1-0 lead, and Ryan Dominic 9 for 9 in the save department here this afternoon. Salucci was in for the draw. Long shot came from Keel from the point. Dominic with the save. Puck is loose in front. Dominic lunging, no, couldn't get there in time. And we're back even 1-1. So seconds after the penalty expires, Matthew Halley makes this a 1-1 game. And it indeed was Matthew Halley putting Bullis on the board, tracking down that loose puck and sailing it past Dominic to level the score. Bullis goal scored by number 74, Matthew Halley. Assisted by number 25, Matthew Yuliashin. Time of the goal, 6 minutes, 34 seconds in the second period. Halley from Yuliashin at 6:34. So we're back even, one aside, and we're just past halfway in the second period. Willis tried to walk up the middle. He turned the puck over for Schoen. Turned and shot quickly. Dominic responded with save number 10. Brennan pulls back behind his own net. Flubbed the breakout pass to Mercante. Quick shot in close off the turnover, denied by Dominic. Puck ends up in the far corner of the Salesianum zone. Turning and shooting from the far dot was Genser. He was wide off his intended mark. And a loose puck to Dominic's left. Ultimately goes the way of Salesianum, but Sean Albert's unable to skate it free. This is cleared by Brennan. Icing waved off as Noor Lagazi was ruled capable of playing the puck with ordinary effort on its way into the Bullis zone. So the Sals try to set up on the offensive, but Moss quickly counters and drives the puck deep into the Salesianum zone far side with inside 6 minutes to go in the second period of this 1-1 hockey game. Here's Albert off the takeaway. One-on-one if he hurries. Albert stood up in the slot by Cooper Keel. Losing his stick, Mercante. Unable to prolong Salesianum's momentum, and this puck comes back to center, where Oliver Sheff throws it in. Zobrist steers it away. Salfas holds the point for the gentleman in Ekru. Sheff protecting the point. Finds Kropp in the corner. Kropp taking a shove from Cooper Keel. Playing the body there like an NFL linebacker, and wouldn't you know it, the apple does not fall far from the tree. Sal's coming in numbers, but Callahan couldn't connect with Salfas on the cross-ice pass in the neutral zone. Sal's have to hurry. This puck thrown back in by Kropp, but a delayed offside enabled Ethan Wyatter to recover for the Bulldogs. 4.5 minutes to go in the second period. Winding up looking for a second goal was Halley, but that was high and wide off the back glass. Kropp recovers the rebound. He sets up a 2-on-1. Here's Sean Callahan all by his lonesome. Shot. Saved by Siebold. Coming up again on the 4-1-2 instant replay. Callahan tried to go 5-hole on the breakaway, but Mason Siebold again with the last word, keeping this a tie hockey game. Halley bulldozed his way up the middle, but was slowed up by a pair of Salesianum backcheckers just inside the line. Lost his balance on the puck, and here comes Salesianum the other way, but the cross-ice feed from DeGrand, intended for Rom, was swatted offline. Bach leaves this to D'Italia. Short to gain the red line before throwing the puck in up the near boards. This caroms behind the Bullis goal, where Gavin Greathouse chips it off the glass again near side. Steadied by Keel and floated as far as the blue line, which D'Italia protects for Salesianum. Play halted with 3:22 to go in the second. D'Italia found himself at the bottom of that scrum for the puck, and quick whistle there from Rob Squared in the interest of safety, and we've got a neutral zone face-off to restart action. Brennan to Winchell to Willis on the re-entry for Salesianum. Davis swarmed, gets some support from Willis. Winding up Winchell with a long shot, lunging and covering is Siebold for another pause. Whether you're a competitive athlete like these guys or a weekend warrior like me, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. And with years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes alike, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. holiday special right now on Dr. Bly's new membership program. Learn more about it at desportsmed.com. Puck over the glass and out. Off a Salesianum stick with 2:38 to go in the second period. Face-off's going to come to the left of Ryan Dominic, who has stopped 11 of 12 Bullis shots so far. False start off the face-off. We'll try again. For Schoen and Davis. Genser left the puck to the left point. Dominic coming up with a pair of rapid-fire saves. So we stay 1-1 as we look at this again. On the 4-1-2 replay. Long shot from the point. Turned aside by Dominic, and Zobrist crashing the net. Unable to give Bullis the advantage as Ryan Dominic sprawls back to his feet and holds on for dear life to bring play to a screeching halt. 2:12 to go, 2-on-1 for Salesianum. Connor Davis, centering pass. Willis fanned on the puck in the low slot. Kaplan recovers, but he could not connect with Frechon on the breakout up the middle. Here's Davis on the re-entry. Drop pass Salucci from the top of the left circle. His shot was blocked. Blocked shots all round for Bullis today. They've been sacrificing. They've been disrupting passing lanes. They've been disrupting shooting lanes. They are not afraid to get down dirty and physical. Salucci, Davis scores. So Davis gets his 12th. Salesianum is back in front. And we're going to take another look. Here on the 4-1-2 Communications Instant Replay. Two-one advantage for the Sals as we work our way toward the final minute. Of the second period. And Willis is going to get the secondary assist as we get the 1-minute advisory. Salesianum goal, his 12th of the season and second of the game, scored by number 18, Connor Davis. Assisted by number 20, Michael Salucci, and number 14, Cameron Willis. Time of the goal, 13 minutes, 27 seconds in the second period. Davis's 12th second of the game from Salucci and Willis at 13:27. Puck cleared over the glass and out of play from deep in the Bullis zone. And with 20.5 seconds to go in second period play, Salesianum will get an attacking zone faceoff. Sean Albert in for this attacking zone faceoff. Gutowski's got the puck tied up in the near corner. Pressured by Greathouse. This is worked free by Page. Advance to Halley. Skip pass intended for Wyatter, broken up at the blue line. And Mercante's going to skate out the rest of the second period. At the end of 30 minutes, the score, Salesianum 2, Bullis 1. We'll be back after a quick intermission on the Delaware Hockey Network.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm. Welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena. Welcome back to the Delaware Hockey Network, brought to you by the law office of Heather A. Long. 2-1 through 30 minutes. As Rob Novickis drops the puck on period number 3. Here we go, here we go. And that fast break attempt from Zach Genser up the left wing boards, foiled right at the Salesianum blue line. Sal's with the 2-1 advantage in this abbreviated game today. Things have been moving pretty well here so far this afternoon. And an icing against Bullis will set up a face-off to the right of Mason Siebold, who's stopped 14 of the 16 shots that he's faced. Winding up from the point was D'Italia off the Salfas face-off win. Long shot was blocked. D'Italia again, working through traffic. That shot in close off the stick of Braden Kropp was deflected up over the crossbar by Siebold. Race back to the Salesianum line for a loose puck. Goes the way of the Sals, and Ryan Salfas is bodied off the biscuit by Gavin Greathouse, who fails to clear for the Bulldogs. If you're just joining us, Salesianum traveling left to right in their home gold kits. Bullis, or in their home ecru kits, I should say. Bullis and that yellow gold. That Michigan-esque combination of navy and that bright yellow gold moving right to left in period number, moving right to left. Here in the third period, almost didn't have our rights and our lefts accounted for, as an icing against the Sals will set up a face-off to the right of Ryan Dominic with 13:41 to go in the third period of this 2-1 game. Shane DeGrand could not clear. Halley working behind the cage. Leaves this to Heller at the point. Shot through traffic. Denied by Dominic, but the rebound opportunity on the far side is put back to make this a 2-all contest. Ethan Wyatter with the goal for Bullis. And a look at it again here on the 412 Communications replay. And Salesianum come roaring right back. Davis with the hat trick. All of 9 seconds later. So it's a 3-2 hockey game. And we've got some particulars to work our way through. The Bullis goal was scored by number 8, Ethan Wyatter. Assisted by number 6, Alex Heller, and number 74, Matthew Halley. Time of the goal, 1 minute 34 seconds in the third period. Wyatter from Heller and Halley at 1:34. Salesianum goal, 13th of the season and 3rd of the game, scored by number 18, Connor Davis. Time of the goal, 1 minute 43 seconds in the third period. Davis's 13th, 3rd of the season at 1:43. So both sides exchanging goals to kick off the third. Davis again. Tried to center to Mercante, who misplayed the puck. So Sheff trails back into his own zone. Melican finds Gutowski up the right wing board. Centering feed. Mercante couldn't track down the loose puck. Again, Salesianum not completing those crisp, clean, long passes, as the Bulldogs have done a terrific job of blocking those lanes. Heller tried to steamroll his way up the left wing boards, but got bodied into the near glass. So Mercante had time and space to reset. A shot from Gutowski and a second shot, making this a 4-2 contest as Aiden Gutowski records his 4th of the season. Watching this again on the 4-1-2 replay. It was Ethan Mercante with the helper. That diagonal cross-ice feed leading to the 4th Salesianum goal of the afternoon, and Aiden Gutowski's 4th tally of the year. Salesianum goal, his 4th of the season, scored by number 49, Aiden Gutowski. Assisted by number 13, Ethan Mercante. Time of the goal, 4 minutes, 23 seconds in the third period. Gutowski, his 4th from Mercante at 4:23. Power play time now for the Bulldogs, as D'Italia is ruled off for tripping with just over 10 minutes to go in the contest. The Salesianum penalty was assessed to number 22, Blake D'Italia, 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 4 minutes, 56 seconds in the third period. D'Italia, 2 for tripping at 4:56. Puck goes over the glass and out of play in the neutral zone. We'll restart at center with 9:41 to go. Kropp walking in off the face-off win, bodied by Keel into the near half boards. Keel's got some support for the puck in the form of Wyatter, but Cooper Keel pulls back behind his own goal to try to set up this power play attack for the Bulldogs. Wyatter to Yuliashin. Drop pass intended for Halley was broken up. Melican could not clear. Halley working the perimeter of the zone. Flips the puck into the path of Keel, who tries to play it back to the point. And Halley had to retrace his steps to recover the puck from Kropp. Winding up and shooting near side was Wyatter. Dominic squared for the save. 45 seconds remaining on the D'Italia penalty. Wyatter's shot from the top of the circle near side was blocked. Dominic's going to freeze for a pause in action with 8:41 to go. 37 seconds remaining on the D'Italia penalty. Salesianum with a 4-2 lead. Ryan Dominic making sure that his pads are properly affixed. Looks like we're good to go. And we'll resume to Dominic's right with Frechon in for the face-off across from Ethan Mercante. Quick shot off the draw from Zach Genser into the back glass. Frechon working the perimeter, drops the puck off to Greathouse. Cross ice feed to Keel. Played in behind the net. Cooper Keel gives way. And we've got another penalty coming, a cross-check signaled by Rob Schnorr. A cross-check against Peter Brennan. With 8 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Resulting in a brief Bullis two-man advantage. Salesianum penalty was assessed to number 12, Peter Brennan, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 6 minutes, 50 seconds in the third period. Brennan, 2 for cross-checking at 6:50. On the counterattack was Salucci, unable to make anything happen. A lone Salesianum player surrounded by Bulldogs from all angles. Davis looking for a fourth. Changes direction quickly to try to generate some space in the near corner. Davis cutting through the slot, trying to stick handle past Cooper Keel to no avail. So Davis pulls back into his own zone. He skates a couple tight circles around his own net to try to gain some space from Kaplan, who ends up checking him into the back glass. This is cleared by Sheff, recovered just over the line by Zobrist, and launched in now behind the Salesianum goal line of the far corner where a two-a-side scrum for the puck develops, and we're inside the final 7 minutes from Fred Rust Arena in this 4-2 game. Salesianum with the advantage, and they clear the puck just, so Brady Page had to pull back into the neutral zone and regroup after bobbling right at the blue line. Up the middle, Gavin Greathouse was stood up at his own line, but the Salesianum tandem of Salucci and Davis couldn't manufacture a counterattack from there. Puck loose in front after Wyatter got locked out by Dominic. 7 seconds to go on the Brennan cross-check. 6 and change to go in the game. Salesianum have a 4-2 lead over Bullis. Sal's back to full strength. Timekeeper Christopher Pollock pulling triple duty. Leaning over to close the penalty box door left agape as Brennan skated back to the bench. In comes Blake D'Italia up the right wing board, slowed up by the reaching stick of Keel in the corner. Willis could not find Salfas in the slot. Here's a 2-on-2 the other way. Yuliashin, drop pass beyond the reach of Lieberman. Puck taken away by Salfas. Walk back towards center where Lieberman recovers. And he dumps the puck deep into the Salesianum zone to try to get some fresh legs on for the Bulldogs. 5 and change to go. Keel holding center. You blink, you look the other way, and there he is again. This young man covering a lot of ice defensively for the Bulldogs. He has to have been out for, oh my goodness, probably, let's see, we've played 40 minutes of hockey. He's got to have been on the ice for at least 25 of them. 2-on-2 the other way. Salfas drop past Callahan. Couldn't control the puck, ran out of space as he tried to pave a path to the low slot. Words are hard sometimes, friends. And this will come back an icing against the Bulldogs with 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go. With a listen-first approach that creates a unique solution for your circumstances, the expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long are committed to providing empathetic and compassionate legal representation for individuals who have suffered injuries. To schedule a free consultation, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com. Peter Brennan bobbled the puck at the point, and Salesianum with inside 4 minutes to go. Pull back into neutral territory to try to reset. Zobrist behind the net, finds Greathouse. Another pass disrupted on its way into the neutral zone. Genser nearly gave this away to Sean Albert. Bulldogs clear. Genser couldn't track down the puck before Gutowski steered it behind his away from his path and ricocheted off the backboards behind Dominic. Albert from 25 feet couldn't take aim. Hard shot, but it was just wide of the post. Mercante double-teamed at the far half wall. Mercante walking in. He was stonewalled by Mason Siebold. And the puck cleared up into the rafters, gives us a pause with 2:58 to go. So this will stay in the Bullis zone. And Salesianum fans will be seeing a lot of each other here in December. With you on December 12, 19 and 22 here on the Delaware Hockey Network. Full schedule is always available at DE Hockey Network on Facebook, X, and Instagram, and of course at DelawareHockeyNetwork.com. Ethan Wyatter stick handles his way in over the Salesianum zone, but time is running short for his Bulldogs. 2.5 minutes to go to try to erase a 2-goal deficit. Chef behind his own net. Bodied by Yuliashin. Sal's clear, but Rom could not maintain their forward deliberate momentum. Final 2. Rom steals the puck from Lagazi. Recovering was Keel, and he clears to just inside the Salesianum blue line. Chef to DeGrand to Salucci, who finds himself outnumbered at the Bullis blue line. Now playing the body is Salucci. And the puck rolls to the left point, which is maintained by Connor Davis, the man of the hour with a hat trick for the Sals. Final 80. This is cleared by Yuliashin. Melican races back to recover. 70 to go. In comes Connor Davis again. Steered to the corner by Keel and bodied off the puck. We've entered the final minute. Play halted with the net dislodged. By Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. As soon as the proceedings reach their conclusion. Final half minute from Fred Rust Arena. This is cleared. Icing waved off. Greathouse to Genser. Another long clear from blue line to blue line and then some. D'Italia with 10 seconds to go. Finds Gutowski. And that, friends, will do it on this Tuesday afternoon. Today's final score, Salesianum 4. Bullis 2. Final shots on goal. Salesianum 24. Bullis 18. Fans, it's now time for the Sid's Barbecue and Jerky 3 stars of the game. Today's third star, backstopping Salesianum to victory with 16 saves, number 40, Ryan Dominic. The number 2 star with a goal and an assist for Bullis, number 74, Matthew Halley. And the number 1 star of the game, recording a hat trick for Salesianum, number 18, Connor Davis. Friends, we'll be back here on the Delaware Hockey Network on Friday as the University of Delaware men's ACHA Division I Blue Hens host Kent State University in the first half of a weekend series. And that will be followed up immediately by the Delaware men's Division II Blue Hens hosting the Ice Lions of Penn State in the first half of a weekend set. For our assistant producer and videographer, Broadway Joe Sindoni. For Molly Jo Rosen. For Trey Wright, Eli Swope, the rest of the crew. One last time, signing off from Studio 2 here on the Delaware Hockey Network. James Witherite saying thank you for your company. The Delaware Hockey Network is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications. All rights reserved, and we'll leave you once more with today's final score, Salesianum 4, Bullis 2. Thanks for your company. Have a great night, everybody, and we will catch you on the flip side.